As an example, I am taking exercise from page 3.4, exercise 3.4 from page 97, question number 9. It says A, I have taken A. You can take any other matrix of your choice. 3, 10, 2, 7. Okay, now I have taken 2 by 2. Generally in the examination, this question is asked for 6 marks. Okay, but it will be of 3 by 3 matrix in general. But first to try to learn how to find the inverse of the matrix of 2 by 2, then we can find for 3 by 3 as well, because the number of steps are more till we convert that into an identity matrix. Our aim has to be convert into what to say, identity matrix. Now remember children, this is by elementary row transformation. Okay, so if you are asked to find by row transformation, you just check it out by what transformation they want the inverse of that given matrix. Nothing is given, so you are free to do any transformation. You can use either row or column as per your choice. By row transformation, how do I write? A equal to IA. This is the very first step, right, which gives you like half marks to write only this much. A equal to IA if you are trying to find by the what to say, row transformation. A equal to IA. Now this A you will copy as it is, 3, 10, 2, 7. Now as it is a 2 by 2 matrix, so I will be also of 2 by 2. So you have to write 1, 0, 0, 1 and A. Don't repeat this A as it is. Now somehow by the elementary row transformation, I have to convert this into 1, 0, 0, 1, and the corresponding answer will give you the corresponding change will give you the answer of the inverse of the matrix. Now since children we are talking about the row transformation, you are supposed to hit the column. If it is a column transformation, then you have to hit the row. What do you mean by hitting? Hitting means what? You are converting that into identity matrix. That means I am using row transformation, so my job will be to hit the column. Means I will try to make this 3 as 1 and 2 as 0. Unless and until all the column elements are being changed, column 1 element is being changed, I cannot move further. Okay, so but order can be, you can make this as 0 first. This can be, means order can be anywhere. It is not necessary that you have to make this as 1. You can make this as 0. Choice is yours because you have learned the operation. Okay, now if I have to make this 3 as 1, because I am going to hit the column. Again I am repeating, row transformation means what? You have to hit the column 1. Once column 1 is changed to 1, 0, then you will go for changing the column to 0, 1. And it is the other way around. When you are going for column transformation, you have to change the first row as 1, 0. Once it is being changed, then you have to touch the second row to transform into 0, 1. Now how we are going to make 3 as 1? So you know that 3 minus 2 is 1. So what I can do, I will say like this. 3 is positioned at R1. So R1 changes to R1 minus R2. Okay, R1 changes to R1 minus R2. So 3 minus 2 is your 1. 10 minus 7 is your 3. No change in row 2. It is as it is. Do the same thing here. Whatever you did here will be applicable here also. 1 minus 0 is 1. 0 minus 1 will be minus 1. There is no change in the, what to say, second row. Now how are you going to make this as 0? Because I made this as 1. Now how to make this as 0? For making this 0, I have to make this as 2 first. Okay, so 2 minus 2, or you can make this as 1 also. Okay, see there people can use different versions. So I can multiply R2 by half R2. If I do like this, what will happen? This will become 1. Then I can then later on subtract. So there is no change in row 1. It will remain as 1, 3 only. But you are dividing each element of R2 by 2. So 2 by 2 will become 1 and 7 by 2 will become 7 by 2. The same procedure will be done in the right side. There is no change in your, okay, row 1, but row 2 you are dividing by 2. Whatever you are doing here, same thing has to be done there. 0 by 2 will be 0 only, and 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. Now I can make this as 0. The reason behind making it as 1 is to make that as 0. Now R2 will again change as R2 minus R1. So R2 changes to R2 minus R1. So what will happen? There is no change in the row 1. It is as it is 1, 3. But now 1 minus 1 has become 0. And this is 7 by 2 minus 3. What transformation? R2 changes to R2 minus R1. So this is 1 and 7 by 2 is in the R2. So 1 minus 1 has become 0, which I am looking for. And this will become 7 by 2 minus 3. So 7 by 2 minus 3 is nothing but 7 minus 6, 1 by 2. Okay. The same way the right side has to be done. No change in the first row. 1 minus 1 as it is. Right? But you need to subtract what? R2 minus R1. So 0 minus 1 is your minus 1, and half minus of minus 1 means half plus 1, which is nothing but 3 by 2. Now see, for row transformation, I have hit the column. I have made the column element as 1, 0. Now my next target is to make 3 as 0 and half as 1 to complete it. Now, how to make that? So what I can do is to make this as 0, right? So what I can do, I can convert, multiply this half by 1, by 2 if you want, so that this will become 1. So I am converting this first into 1. So the things will become very easier for me. So what operation I am going to do? I am going to say let R2 changes to, right? 2 times of R2. So there is no change in R1, but you are multiplying each element of row 2 by 2. So 0 into 2 is 0 and half into 2 is 1. Same way here, there is no change in row 1 element, but row 2 is being changed, multiplied by 2. So 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, and 3 by 2 into 2 will be 3. Okay. 1, 0, 0, 1. Already this has been made 1 irrespective of the order. Now how to make 3 as 0? Now you know that 3 minus 3 is 0. So I can say R1 can be written as R1 minus 3 times of R2. That means I have to multiply separately this R2 elements with 3, and then I will subtract it from R1. So 1 minus 3 into 0 is 1. That's the reason I am hitting the column first, so that later whatever you make the changes, it will not affect the R1, just like balancing the equations. Okay. And 3, R1 is your 3, minus 3 into R2. 3 minus 3 is 0. That was I was looking for. And there is no change here. 0, 1. The same way you are supposed to do here. That means what I have done, I have to multiply this by 3, this by 3, and I have to subtract. So 3 into minus 2 is your minus 6. So 1 minus of minus 6 is your 7. Right? 3 3s are 9. Minus 1 minus 9 is minus 10. Minus 2, 3 as it is. Your R2 is as it is 8. Can you see that this has been converted into an identity matrix? So therefore the inverse of the matrix is this: 7 minus 10 minus 2, 3.